I'm the biggest hit.
Oh, Loona covered this? Are they label mates? That song?
Nah.
Yeah, it's more so a dance cover, like no vocals, I don't believe.
Yeah. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
Keith.
I'm Curtis.
And I'm Zach.
You know the vibes. Y'all seen the picture. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know why y'all here. Loona Cherry Bomb Dance Practice from 127 NCT, that is. Special Patreon request from Izza.
Thank you, Issa.
Thank you, Izza.
I was waiting for a Bella, but it never came. So what's up, Izza?
Yeah, it's about to be a lit reaction.
Bomb reaction?
A bomb, one might say. Hit that like button 127 times. Let's jump into this.
Please.
Someone was like, "Can you stop hating them puns? Fire."
Said nobody.
On the Patreon, I'll screenshot something to you.
All right.
She said he wants receipts. For how much breaks there are in that chop up sequence for them to kind of layer the choreography like that, it's really crazy.
Shit. Only NCT can get away with it. If you happy and you know it, clap it.
They clean though.
시간이 됐지 반드시 아마도 맘땡데 귀신 나쁜 박을 거려 다들 눈 못해 모두 따라와 Yo, raise up in the air we back get away 이제 막 터질 거야 everywhere 나를 섞여봐 그리고 내 against stomach 꽤 오래 저제 저희가 언제 젖었지 몰라 pumping your head like King's Mansion the fireman gun fireworks showers in the sky high I'm the biggest hit I'm the biggest hit on the stage I'm the biggest hit I'm the biggest hit if you happy and you know it, clap your hands up. If you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Cherry bomb, I'm a like cherry bomb. Hey, that like hey. When you do that,
What was punching someone like?
oh shit.
Nice match.
어디까지 갈 수 있는지 이제 시작해줬어 half of it 걸음짓는 모습 It's so high 도저히 높은 세상 속에 갇혀 헤매고 싶지는 않아 잘못 내 그곳으로 내 전부를 carry I'm the biggest hit I'm the biggest hit
That was well synchronized too.
And they bagged it. They synchronized the shit.
That was a lot of movements too.
Hey.
I'm the biggest hit, I'm the biggest hit on the stage. I'm the biggest hit, I'm the biggest hit.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest hit on the stage. If you
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
happy and
You know it, clap your hands.
if you happy and you know it, clap your hands. Yeah.
Nice.
Here we go.
Love that framing too.
Hey. Shit.
I'm the biggest hit, I'm the biggest hit on the stage.
That's really sick.
I'm the biggest hit on the stage.
That's awesome.
I'm the biggest hit, I'm the biggest hit on the stage.
Woo! They crush it.
My fault. I think when they got into the
What, the nah?
Not you, the most replayed part.
I can see why, because it looks so good with their hair flipping and everything too.
Even the hair flip felt timed.
All that. The shorty in the front, she did the nah, eat, footwork, get up, then the
That timing.
then the sweep like that, hey. Then they start doing a little lean. I thought they was gonna split at first.
I thought they were gonna end it.
I was like, don't do that. Then the footwork, like cherry bomb, nigga.
Biggest hit, I'm the biggest hit on the stage.
Nah, they crush this.
Nah, Loona, I give y'all respect, man. It ain't too many girls, I think, that want to cover a NCT 127 dance cover. Cherry Bomb is a sneaky good choreo joint, too. They carry, man. They did their
I'd
thing.
go a little further than that, but
Oh, you go. So, let me keep respectful. They they really carried. Like I thought it was real dope. The synchronization was off the charts. I don't know if the hair made like the choreo look better. Like just because they get to do the whole like little head flip.
it made it more flowy.
Yeah, I like that a lot, man.
It sold like the power in some of the intense moves that they were doing too.
Mm-hmm. But they just was on point. Like look how clean everything is. I like that a lot. I like the aesthetic, the formations. I obviously, like I said, Cherry Bomb is a decent choreo, just kind of like in general. But they brought it. This could have easily been a joint where you watch and you just like, not impressed. Like, where you can easily just be like, I see what y'all trying to do here, but like,
No, this shit was clean, bro.
This shit was
They
like,
put as much energy and effort into this as if this was their own choreo.
yeah.
They put as much love into it as if this was as if this blah 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 as if this was their own choreo. I can't talk tonight.
This is so funny. I don't know why you said like, well, suffer, suck it.
Stuff it, fuck at that. You know what I mean? Like they definitely did the thing. There were a few cutaways, and I have questions on the cutaways.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was gonna bring up. I didn't even have to look at you. I felt like you made a face.
Shorty on, I guess, my left in the front, she did a spin. And I don't think she spun all the way, and I think they cut it there and then reset it. Small thing, and it might have just been the camera angle, but it was still a clean jaunt. I wonder side by side because their arm isolations were crazy.
I was gonna do a joke and say Redeemer should have had them battle NCT. Joint.
No, that's what I was gonna say. No, seriously, that was literally the next word out of my mouth. If you put them side by side, who would win?
Who will win? Then you lose your own shit.
No, okay, no, she did turn clean. It was just the camera angle. No, but yeah, like they definitely could have went toe to toe with NCT because this is just clean. Granted, I guess they took the opportunity to have everybody play front as opposed to the people actually doing the verses, doing whatever. Because Tay would have been in the front a little bit more. But all in all, I thought this was really, really good, really, really well done. It was just clean, man. Hair included, because you got to figure hair is still a problem, because if you're looking at the floor for your mark and you can't see shit.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. And you can't see shit because, fucking hair is in your face. That makes it the difficulty level just a little bit higher.
Especially for synchronization, as you were saying.
Right.
It was all
well,
this.
most of the time, synchronization just goes off the beat or off the music.
Or I mean, like getting into your formation.
Yeah, but like being even in the formation, you definitely got to look at the floor for that. Or the person in front of you. But either way,
if you land,
you see, they all land at the same time. But even then, hair can throw that off. Like this is just a clean John.
Yeah,
like Loona went on to be a successful.
Loona went on to be a successful group.
Like it's crazy because Shorty to the far left looked like she would hit first, but I think everybody hit at the same time.
Yeah, I think the camera. I think it did a splice after this though, if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy though.
There.
Cheated. Which I wonder why. They looked in complete formation. Look, everything is clean.
Unless they just wanted a different angle for that like immediate shot.
Maybe they might have just wanted to add emphasis on the move.
That's true because it raises the camera a little bit to
or come in to be able to zoom back out.
Yeah, because everyone's footing looks perfect too for the fall. Because right here they're preparing for the fall. So bang, go into it. Yeah. Whoever Shorty was on the ground, she was killing that shit. Look at
the front.
Watch that shit. First she did the rowboat. Then that she said, footwork. Let me turn it over.
That was incredible.
With the hair went back.
Right then I like the hair with straight one-on-one.
I think it was the look that she gave the camera when she got up. They are really like we talked about this before.
You like the confidence look?
Well, no, K-pop artists in general, like they are actors. Like they give such great face.
No, they do for sure.
Nah, and I know it's really a thing. Like I said, I don't want to be telling too much, but when we get into like some of these other survival shows and everything, that is an emphasis on shit for you to have good face and for you to be able to do those looks, those after like choreo looks and shit like that.
Like breathing heavy, kind of looking at the camera and everything.
But we see it all the time. Like how many times have you watched a crazy ass choreo and everydy's cool until that music go off and then they fall the fuck out tired? But you would never know.
That should be like that. That should go off. That should be like.
Like they're trained to like hold all that shit. Like I don't care how tired you are. Never let the audience know that you winded.
Yeah, that's a good joint. I fuck with their studio too. I think we had this
Like
conversation.
somebody's basement, bro.
That shit, for some reason, it still look better
Like
than
LA Fitness.
It looked better than like those
6ix9ine getting jumped next door.
It still looked better than those other joints. Never mind. Let me stop shitting on people's shows. Shit, people look like they rented a room out of something.
No, remind me. You know the technique that they'll say in acting, like you don't kind of end your moment until they you hear the director yell cut or anything like that. But basically, like if you have like a important scene and you're looking right into the camera or anything, when you're done your lines, you don't just look away like I did it, like I'm done or anything. You kind of hold that 2-3 seconds, both for editing purposes, of course. But
I would just say stay in character.
No, and that's the whole point.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like it's
ad-libs
essentially
in there.
like that acting aspect ties into the choreo where it's like they hold those moments right until that end. And you definitely see it as a thing on stage for sure, but you practice how you play, of course. So seeing moments like this, like
practice how you play.
It goes on the t-shirt.
Goes on the t-shirt. Is that good to speak some word? Or we was just talking?
Nothing really much. I really did like this performance. Mainly the transitions, the one in the beginning and then the one in the end where they went in a straight line, and then went to a triangle. Everything was smooth. The hops were smooth, the movements were smooth. Even the movements on the floors were smooth. They smoked this. This is their choreography. Sorry, NCT. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's no longer your choreography. It's now Loona's.
Yeah.
NCT's like, fuck
You gotta
you,
ask
man.
permission when you want to perform it.
He's
is
like, I
what
better
it
not
is.
never hear y'all play this shit again. Don't ask me in mine for nothing.
Hey Luna, you mind if we do the choreo?
127 unsubscribed. Fuck you, man.
No, I definitely would have to like kind of look at the choreography again. But one thing I do want to speak on for sure is the fact that like you often see that kind of artists who are under the same label will kind of do covers and things of that as like an homage to like as like a love letter to everything. I love the fact that they're under like different labels, at least if I'm not mistaken. Though if it's a subsidiary or something like that, I wouldn't know. But just knowing as well that they kind of did this for that reason as well kind of makes it feel like even more like it's out of love as opposed to like, let's just say, and I don't want to make it seem like it's false when it's done under labels as far as like loves for kind of your sunbaes or whatever, your older kind of groups who are regarded as seniors or anything like that. So I don't want to say anything about like that, but just I feel like it's like they didn't have to do that clearly or anything like that. So I just think it's really special how they did that. But I did want to say definitely the synchronization for all the hand movements that they had to do, whether it's like this and kind of all these movements, and you have 10 or so different people, and it's like all the 5 or 6 different movements with just the hands alone before they get into the next sequence is all like perfectly synchronized. So for them to be able to kind of do everything like that is incredible. But also, how the cherry bomb kind of hook breaks so much up with the syllables. Where it's like click, right, cherry.
Yeah, click,
like,
cherry.
So
I'm
every
the
one of
biggest
those in the choreography is a movement where it's like, like everything like that. So it's like for them to synchronize all those individual movements and whether it's a head turn, a spin, or anything like that, for them to do that as well as they did was incredible. One of my favorite formations though was towards that sequence at the end where they kind of went into the straight line right before the one who was in the front kind of did all the gymnastic aspects, I would say. So when they did that and got into the straight line, but then when they kind of spread it out as well and looked like they were getting into a split, I like that as well. And then when kind of 5 were on the ground, the other 5 were like standing or whatever. At least if it was 10, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't count exactly, but I thought those formations were all like really cool. And whether that's something that they wanted to do that was just because of like what NCT had done or anything like that. I like that. It's a tough line to walk in. I know we say this with covers of songs where groups are able to kind of make it their own still and pay respect. It's like it seems to be like a really distinct line, I would say. But nonetheless, like everything that they were able to do in that was really perfect. And I like that it's also showing love, but also showcasing their synchronization and everything kind of that goes into those aspects as well.
They do that a lot. Like you'll find little 4K dance videos. You'll find little YouTube snippets of other girl groups doing other girl group songs or dances. I know Ditto was a thing for every group for a while. Hybe or not, they would just kind of, oh my gosh too, or OMG as well. They would do the choreo for that. And sometimes they would do the choreo with New Jeans standing in the background.
Yeah.
Like they would just have like little ciphers, and I don't think it's highly publicized here, but they do have those situations where they do have all the girl groups together and on one stage, and they just kind of like play around and kind of, I guess, fellowship.
It feels like it's a
lack
love
of
letter
word.
to K-pop itself.
Yeah, well, I mean, the hot new choreo is always going to be the hot new choreo.
Oh no, I know, but I mean, like even like
so-
with Gen 2 stuff that we would see, like even before kind of like TikTok sort of trends and everything like that, it just seemed like that was something that was like really kind of like respected and held to a high regard.
Yeah. But I agree, bullshit. I got stuck because I am watching like the differences that were going on in it.
It looks like just that last third was different, if I'm not mistaken.
It looks like it might be a few little chops and stuff going in here. I'm not gonna go into detail and shit, but it definitely was some changes made, and I probably get why. And to circle back to what y'all was saying, I do agree that I think not only is it quote unquote like good for K-pop, I think that's how you worded it.
Serve multiple purposes.
I think it's good publicity for yourself too. If like a challenge is hot or something like that, to kind of get in on that, to kind of get more views on whatever y'all got going on as well. But yeah, I do see a lot of changes, and I think you hit one of the changes on the heads where you was just like, Loona's seem to be a lot more synchronized and uniformed versus NCT had a lot of step outs for people to do like their part. So yeah, it looked like they cleaned that up a lot because that's all still the same. Now I want to see the Tay do
That was
he do the
interesting, too.
swivel.
Just to
I think he
speak to
does the
it
nut
too,
grab,
like
and
I
then he
know.
does the jump.
Yeah, just to speak to it for a second too,
Oh,
you
he
know,
did
I
do
didn't
nut grab.
remember everything
shit,
about
take
the Cherry
shit.
Bomb dance practice, so kind of seeing them like a little bit and kind of, more side by side, so to speak. I thought that's, really cool too.
Tay get up was fucking crazy.
It was a little faster. Like
He did another shuffle that wasn't a net, and then
Yeah, that shuffle.
the shuffle wasn't done prior.
yeah, because I know when I seen a version in the first shuffle, he doesn't do the second. He doesn't do the first shuffle. He does the nut grab, like kind of like she did, and then you do the second shuffle.
Jesus.
No, all that stayed the same.
No, it did, but I'm sorry,
That's
I
interesting
forgot how low they got.
Yeah,
They in skinny jeans. So.
like the biggest difference between their performance and Luna's is just like power of the moves. That's really the only thing that I could see, and the hair kind of makes that line a lot smaller from the way it like kind of just like flares around on beat everywhere. Like it's just, I don't know.
But definitely respect the NCT's Cherry Bomb too, because it's like that's one of the ones I at least hadn't remembered like distinctly, from when we had checked it out or seen anything.
I always remember.
I remember the hook, but I didn't remember like the
shit's
intricacies
smooth.
after that. So seeing it again and kind of pairing it side by side and just getting a better kind of look and understanding of everything, I thought that was something that was really cool.
I wanted to see.
No, just hit the button on the side.
Yeah, it's this one. No.
One more.
I wanted to see too if Loona, when they did the joint, did they walk it off? Because NCT walks it.
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
do it. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's end of the first verse. Come on, Frodo.
Sir.
Second verse. There it is. And then they'll come back the other way.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right, it might be right here.
Yep.
Really, yeah, like,
Cherry bomb from the jump.
Yeah, this shuffle.
okay, it's all cool. It's not as aggressive as I wanted, but it's clean.
That's the iconic part. You gotta do that.
Yeah,
part.
that's what I'm saying. Like, cause that's what I always think of when I see the choreo.
Yeah.
Cause that part is so just like, like.
That's like, yeah, we gonna cover blood, sweat, and tears, but we ain't gonna do
but
this
you know what I'm
or the
saying?
shoulder swing. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? Just
Apples,
stop.
oranges.
Just stop. Just
Yeah.
do something else. Do butter.
But yeah, nah, this was smooth. Anything else you want to add?
Just makes me want to like kind of see other choreos from Loona, especially though. Just because I can't like at least in my mind like remember like distinct choreos from them that we've seen. At least like trying to kind of think back on it. But then again, just for how much groups we check out and everything like that. But nonetheless, it just again speaks to their artistry and everything like that. And it's certainly something I'd be happy to see a lot more of too.
I just want to see more covers because every group is going to dance according to their demographic. So like you're going to see like Loona might not have hard hitting choreo like this because they might cater more to the teenies. You know what I mean? Or like the cutesy type music. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny, the teenies.
So they might not have a hard hitting choreo. I don't know the catalog, so roast away. But you doing for nothing. But
no, I don't think you was too far off. I get what you mean.
but like so, I like seeing other groups cover other girls' choreo. Like some girl groups don't have choreo as complex as Oh My God and Ditto. So it's nice to see them tackle something that might be out of their frame or a frame of reference or what they're used to kind of like just show, we can do this, but our music doesn't dictate we do this. Yeah. So that, I mean, it's cool. I like it.
And one thing I just want to add to that too is, just to say, like, if a song just comes out and let's just say, 3 or 4 days later, you see a group drop a cover of that, for them to themselves learn the choreography and get all the moves distributed to whomever, within in that amount of time and everything, I think that's also really interesting too, because it's like, when the covers drop and everything, and it's like, they had 2-3 days, to kind of work on this. And of course, you might work at it religiously, but if you take into account your music, your shows, your like everything you got going on as a group, and then kind of still have time to do that, it just, all that to say, I think it, says a lot of how much groups like really take everything seriously, and of course that's true, but, how quick they're able to learn, these choreographies that are, often incredibly complex too.
I wonder if there's a grace period so we don't get the like Jacquees factor, where as soon as my shit drop, you out here, you know what I mean?
I'm not sure.
Taking views from my choreo or views from my song. You're actually letting it cook for about maybe 2 weeks, and before you decide to like jump on it and do something different.
They see it as the opposite.
That should be up. I be feeling like that should be like, if something drop at like 12:30 and we react to it in the morning time, that shit, 15 different studios already in there, like, oh my god.
But that's what I mean. It's like, if my fan base hasn't heard of your music, that might be something that helps.
A song would drop at 12:01, 12:05. Jacquees in the booth.
They thought Trippin' was his song. That's a bad joke.
It was like, yo, Ellie Mae, why you still bull song?
Listen, that's how you get that cease and desist. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, hashtag Redeemers. Let us know how y'all felt about this. Let us know if y'all would have liked to see in this battle, like Cherry Bomb, so we can have like a further discussion. If not,
you would have to do a side by side, because that shit would be close, bro. Like, get two Jones, is like that would be close.
Try to click both of them at the same time,
right? or do the index and you gotta do one of them joints.
Yeah, so tell us how y'all feel about this. Thank you again, Izzy. We love you. We're gonna holler at y'all.
Love y'all.
Peace.